Welcome to this discussion around the new study group that is starting up. Welcome, my name is Sofia Mund and my business is Listing Mind Coaching Wholeness. And I'm starting up a new Emergence 100 study group, and so I wanted to just give you a bit of an idea about what it's about. You might have received this flyer already or through an email. So obviously we're starting on the 21st of July. It's an online group via Zoom from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. To be a part of this group, you do need to be enrolled in the Emergence 100 online e-learning course. That's through the ELearning Platform. So if you haven't received information about that, then just contact me directly and I can send you the link. And so I would like to just share what we do in these study groups and what they are about. Why would you want to do one, and what it involves. So I'll stop the share of the flyer and I'm just going to open up a little bit of information. So the study group program is, I'll just read this. It's not on a beautiful all my beautiful slides, but it just will give you the idea of what it's about. And I say here, a new life isn't becoming something different, but rather finding, reframing and expanding what you already internally are. This is very much a Chi science idea of discovering your true self. So utilizing the foundational teachings of Chi science from Professor Pang, the Listening Mind Emergence study group programs invite participating students to explore the fundamental precepts for health, happiness, and harmony in one's life. In connection with the group Chi field and with the support and guidance of the teachings of Chi science, which investigate the universal laws of Chi, participation in these groups encourages the student to seek personal transformation and joy, providing the tools, techniques, and training for this to occur. So you will be guided from understanding the world with your ears and eyes to sensing the world with your heart and pure consciousness. Kaula. So, as Master Yongtong Liu says, that he's one of my main teachers who his work with the Hunwan Chi therapy program is profound, and it's his teachings that really have formed the foundation of the emergence programs that I teach. The focus of Chi science is to investigate and understand life and its laws. And if you master the laws of life, you are free. If you don't know what they are, how can you find freedom? And that really is, Chi science is a very interesting study of work because it's not like a modality. It's not like I do yoga or even I do Qigong. It's actually, Chi science is an understanding of the laws of the universe in regards to utilizing the term Chi to explain those laws. And so these laws can be activated and used in any part of your life. And you can use it alongside any healing modality that you might be working with or transformational modality. But what they do is teach a kind of foundational way about how Chi functions. And therefore, either whether you like it or not, it's happening regardless. So either you get on board with the program or you just get swept away by the program. So this is where Chi science, our study programs, come in. So just looking at the overview of the Emergence study group programs, there are actually numerous groups. What I'm starting up is a new Emergence 100 study group, but just to let you know that there is actually a process following through from this if you are interested in the future. The Emergence 100 study group is called Mastering Your Ship, where we learn the foundations of really what does it mean to be the master of your own ship, to take your health back into your own hands. And that is based on the coursework, the Emergence 100 coursework. We look at physical body Chi, we actually do practices together. The group is half practice, half discussion and training, coaching. We looked at practical processes, the building of Chi, basic intentions, and the aim is reducing the chaos of life. It's the first step into understanding that we can actually change the way that our ship is running. And if we start doing that, we start reclaiming our life and we stop living in a world of chaos, but start to become coherent with universal Chi. If you're interested, you can then run into the Emergence 200, which is called Knowing Your Crew. And here we study more the inner dynamics. We look at the art of Shen, belief, who is running the ship. And I've titled this Organising Life. Then Emergence 300, which is called Training the Captain. And here we awaken and strengthen our EUNT, our true self, our awakened consciousness. We explore the 8 conscious principles as outlined by Master Yuan Tong Yu. We do EUNT training, and I've titled this Conscious Life. In Emergence 400, I've called this Setting Sail, where we've finally got our boat, we've got a strong boat, we know who's on board, we've got a captain that knows what it's doing and where it's going, and so then we set sail. And then, of course, we set sail on the ocean of our emotion. And so Mastering Emotions becomes our study group for Emergence 400. We do an in-depth study of the 8 verses. We look at the Hunwan Palace Awakening, which is the center of your organ emotional balance process. Mingzhu Awakening, inner perceptions work, bringing the mind into the body, and this one's titled A Calm Life. And then from there, if you're still around, you can join the Emergence 500 study group, which is called Following the Inner Star. And here we really transfer to the inner mind. We're looking at our internal order, building our healthy state, our 4 qualities of enlightenment, 10 precepts of Chen Qigong and Hai Gong Fu training. And I've called this a peaceful life. So that's an overview of where you can go. But right now we're just looking at number 1, looking at how do you get your ship off the ground? How do you reclaim that ship and make it yours? So the basic outline for study groups, that it's a prerequisite of entering the study groups that you actually complete the appropriate course level privately. So you do that coursework in your own time. And then the study group is the time where we actually just meet to discuss the coursework that you've already learned online. We create a strong study group chi field together to assist all of us to go further than we believe is possible. There's a lot of wonderful teaching in Professor Pang's identification and training in creating group chi fields. And so that is a very strong part of joining a study group where we connect with others and get support from that group chi field. We examine the material of the level more in depth. So there's only so much that can be taught in the Emergence course. And obviously in the study group, you can ask questions. And you can get assistance for your own personal journey that you are doing with that information, get some more practical insight, how to implement it into your life for your own personal transformation. I give tasks, we do explorations, practices at home, suggestions for homework, continuing to deepen your reflection and application for the teachings of the level that you're doing. We practice together, as mentioned. Often it's about half and half, depending upon what's going on. We'll do a nice practice together to really build up our Gong Fu level and to train you in the technique so you become very familiar with the practices. There's always an opportunity for group discussion. We share our experiences as a way of understanding and comprehending our fixed frames of reference, but also to give us the capacity to release our attachment so we can go through them, see beyond. Go beyond, see through them. The sharing in Chen Qigong is a very important part of the learning to release and open, and there's a whole process of Gong Fu around sharing that we'll discuss. What's important, it's understood that sharing is not an opportunity to validate our frames of reference, nor to take up space. And so each person is encouraged to share when they're ready, but they're also encouraged to look at how they share and what they choose to share. And that's an area that we work with in the study group. This is not a feel-good group, so every person has to face their own journey, and we're not here to make you feel better about yourself, and we're not here to offer advice. Every person has got their own journey, and everyone is respected in that space for their own journey. You are the master of your own ship. That is the core of working with Qi Science. But what we are here for is to hear you. Your group becomes a witness for your journey and to hold the knowledge that you've got this. So we provide that background Qi support. And this is through the creation of that very supportive Qi field. Knowing that on this journey, you are completely individual. And finally, studies groups create a safe space for you to be challenged, confronted, encouraged, and guided. And they are a Qi force field that can help facilitate true transformation And they support students by connecting in a group whose combined chi has the capacity to lift them above the pressure of the common global chi field. And we'll talk about that more. But group work can be essential if you're actually trying to transform your life with chi science. We need to be surrounding ourselves with positive information, with people who are repeating and supporting us with our process of trying to change. Our fixed frames of references can be very strong, and it can take a lot of extra help. So this is where the study groups come in. They essentially run per term, approximately 9 weeks, depending upon availability, and each term, and then we have a 2-3 week break for the school holidays, and then we run them for another term. So the Emergence 100 program that we're running, the study group for the Emergence 100, will run for 1 term, but depending upon how people go with that, we keep repeating until we're ready, until the group feels ready, and until everyone is ready to move into Emergence 200. Then the whole group moves together, if they are wanting to continue, into the next study group. So that means that when I start a study group, that study group will then follow that same group all the way through. So people don't come and go. So currently I have an Emergence 400 study group running, and they've been working together for quite a number of years now. And I've got Emergence 500 group studying, which were my first study group. And they're the same people. They've been working with each other for years now, and they support each other and know each other. So eventually the Emergence 100 study group for a little while will remain open for new people to come in. But eventually, as we progress through to Emergence 200, Emergence 300, the group closes. So that we maintain, there's a lot that we share with each other, there's a lot that we learn, and it's important that people are on the same level and supporting each other and know each other. So the group slowly becomes a closed group, and then we take it through for as far as that group wants to go. So that's how they work. If you have any questions, please contact me. I'm more than happy to have a phone chat and or meet on Zoom, and we can discuss whether you feel that this program, the study group, might be suitable for you. Okay, I look forward to hearing from you and progressing further with this beautiful chi science work. Haola. Thank you.